Good day, friends. As usual, we'll start with a prayer. The recording of this lecture is available on YouTube channel. Text of this lecture is available on my website. And please, you can mail your queries on my email ID, drpankajadesai@gmail.com. Friends, this is a re-recording of a lecture which I gave at Surat Obstetrics and Gynecological Society. It is an unconventional lecture because it covers areas which are not normally covered in academic lectures. And you will realize by the end of the lecture how unconventional it was. And as I myself selected the topic, that is, get evolved, get inspired. This is where an unconventional word comes in, Winspired. What is that? You would like to know. Inspired is a combination of two words, winner and inspiring. All winners are not necessarily inspiring. All inspirations are not necessarily winners. Let us see the example. The example which I am going to show you now is a winner, was a winner in many elections, but he was not universally inspiring. You cannot call him inspiring. And now I am going to give you an example of someone who lost the battle, but still continues to inspire generations of Indians for decades and will continue to do so for centuries to follow. When you enter the city, to the best of my knowledge, of Nagpur, the first statue which you encounter is that of Gandhiji. He won against the British. In a very crude term, he won the independence. But she, whom you now see on the screen, lost against the British. Still, she continues to inspire. It is not the end result, but how you fought the war and what cause you espoused. That's what decided, and that's what decides how inspiring you are. And I'll now give you an example of someone who won and who continues to inspire. None other than this great man, beyond words. Generations together will continue to be touched by his teachings and his life. Swami Vivekananda. I do not see myself as a life coach. I am not a mentor or a guide. But these I am sharing experiences with you, which me or somewhere around me, which I was closely following, have gone through. And their philosophy and their reactions or my reactions or what I have read from many books, all nectared down to this lecture. Let's go through this experience now.
चल के तुझे मैं लेके चलूं एक ऐसे गगन के तले जहां गम भी न हो आंसू भी न हो बस प्यार ही प्यार पले चल के तुझे मैं लेके चलूं एक ऐसे गगन के तले जहाँ गम भी न हो आंसू भी न हो बस प्यार ही प्यार फले एक ऐसे गगन के तले.
Let's go. And we are going straight into 3 life changers. What are they? They are 3 simple looking questions, but very powerful. First, what is the haste? Second, how does it matter right now? Or does it matter right now? And third, what is my skin in the game? I mean, what has this got to do with me? These 3 questions in quick successions I encountered through different sources, and they gave a completely new, peaceful and serene outlook to my life. I am sharing them with you. Let us take each one of them. What is the haste? You just look within yourself. Many times we make unnecessary haste to do something or reach somewhere. We generate stress in the bargain and do not let our potentials come to full. How it will do? Come on, we have to hurry up. Is it really necessary to hurry up? Haste is like a devil, they say. As a child, I used to listen to this, but realized it quite late. One of my teachers used to tell, haste is waste, never to taste. The key is to be here and now. And if you want to be here and now, you will not waste time, but you will get peace, and this simple question will improve your work at whatever you are doing. Try it. It is not going to make you lazy, but it is going to improve your surgery, to your handwriting, to your cooking results, and to your interactions with the people who matter to you. So, when not necessary, and be very critical on that as to what is really necessary, apply brakes, screeching brakes. What is the haste? In Gujarati, we say, Utawal shu chhe? The next slide. And that shows the second question. Fear. Evolutionary fear is an essential component of our existence. It has sustained Homo sapiens through centuries and eons. Probably came into us, into our amygdala from the time we were hunter-gatherers. It's a protective reflex. Fear. But now we are getting fearful, thanks to the hypothalamus in the brain, in things which are not worth being fearful about. So therefore, this question really helps. How does it matter right now? Immediately, this question brings you to here and now. It throws you out of your past and it pulls you back from your present. And all your fear is from your experiences of the past and present. At present, you are peacefully watching this lecture on the web, where there is no scope of fear. There is nothing to be afraid of. Fear is an innate instinct. It will be there. Be comfortable with it and let us learn how we can handle it. Fear is so much inbuilt in us. See this picture. Horrific, isn't it? But do you know that in 2016, 1 year I have taken as an example, total 40 million commercial passenger flights landed safely at their destination. Only 10 ended in fatal accidents, bringing the incidence to 0.00000001. 0 to 5%. We are all knowing mathematics and we know what is the value of that 0.4025%. Still, fear controls us so much that this 0.00025% continuously haunts us. And that is because we are going in the past. Oh, that aircraft crashed, then I'm going to sit in the plane. Or so many other things. Oh, this may happen. Oh, that may happen. Has it happened? Why did it happen? Why is it generating fear in you? Is because you are going in the past or the future. 90% of our fears arise from some events of the past, which we extrapolate. Or some events that may occur in future. Most likely it doesn't occur. Statistics have proved. We are continuously swinging between the past and the future. The question therefore important is, how does it matter at this moment? Immediately it brings you to here and now. The fear evaporates and you will enjoy watching and listening to this lecture. The last question. What is my skin in the game? So many problems we create for ourselves by getting involved in things which are not of our concern. Nobody has asked our opinion or involvement in it. Still, we are determined to lose our peace and get involved. Usually, this happens with political discussions. It helps no one, nor is any goodness involved in it. So, for every involvement, ask, are my interests involved in it? No, lesser the involvement, walk out of it, lesser the involvement, better the results, and happiness flows. That agitation, that desire to debate, that desire to prove the opposite person wrong for some political party or some event, which is taking place maybe in Russia or in Ukraine. You want to prove that person wrong? Your friend, your relative who is sitting before you? So therefore it is saying, if my skin is not in the game, I am not going to get involved. For an inspired existence, another thing now I bring in. These three questions are over. Do you want a prestige or a name? I have seen so many people mad for name. My name should come. What is my involved in it? This, that, blah, blah. Let's take these two examples. Both of them are having big names in the society. But one has a name, sure. The other has prestige. Name anyone can have. You can buy your name. Donors, the way they go, the way they ooze out for name, you can buy your name. But prestige, you achieve. It just comes into you, comes around you, comes for you. Getting prestige is the most satisfying feeling. The mediocre strive for name and survive on name. The inspired lives his life in such a way that he automatically generates prestige. And for this I have interacted with many inspired souls. And I have seen one thing very common in them. They have a superb personal image. I sometimes back saw some idiotic stand-up comedy which said, where the comedian, besides being vulgar, said that this question is most ridiculous. It is not. If mentally here you decide to be a winner, you will be a winner. You will work for it. You will plan for it. And you will achieve it. If you decide you are not a winner, you are going to lose. Therefore, this personal image is very important. What you see yourself as, whatever you are is not important. And that's how earth movers have been created. So have a great personal image. I can do it and I will do it. The next question, which will decide whether you are inspired or mediocre, is are you wealthy or are you rich? We all know that both of them are very moneyed people. Both of them. But one is wealthy. The other is rich. What is the difference? The wealthy person knows that he is wealthy. A rich person shows that he is rich. With every acquisition of your asset, to show you are poorer by its worth. You get a 2 crore rupees car. You are poorer by 2 crores. You get a set of diamonds of lakhs of rupees every year. You are poorer by that money. Your car moves. Nobody even knows who is driving the car. Nobody sees. Yes, they see the car. You wanted a name. You wanted to be noticed. And your car is getting noticed. Your rings are, your diamond pendant is getting noticed, not you. You live in a swanky house. That house is getting noticed. Nobody is coming inside and seeing, oh, who is seeing there? Who is living there? Who is living there? Nobody cares. Ah, good house, beautiful house. That's all. And you are poorer, patak, by 10 crores. In fact, it invites jealousy and not of any use in touching lives. Mark my words. Your 2 crore rupees car, your 10 crore rupees bungalow, palatial does not touch lives. A wealthy person's asset increases his worth. It doesn't make him poor. It improves his security. You see secure people, how they behave in society. Their wealth touches lives and they leave a legacy which people like to emulate. They don't have a label here of being inspiring or a wealthy, but still, like the fragrance of an incense stick, they leave a legacy behind. An inspiring person can be moneyed, but he is usually wealthy. I have hardly seen any rich person being inspired. Another characteristic of inspired person is they are hyper-focused. In whatever they do, they are hyper-focused. Hyper-focus and scatter-focus are now accepted as very scientific ways of approaching anything. Hyper-focus gives you success. Scatter-focus makes you creative. Both are required. There's a book on it. I am not going into details. But what I have seen and touched me and want to share here is hyper-focused people. They handle their distractions and distractors very well. Classic example where you can eliminate a distractor very easily is a phone call. Please remember, right now my phone is in front of me, but it is on silent mode. Because I know that a phone call is not an imperial command to talk with the caller. Talk with me. No. It is in fact a request to you that the caller wants to talk with you. There is no need to run for it. When you have the time, talk. I'm not telling you ignore him. Talk. If you are free at that moment, you can talk. But if you are not, don't leave everything and start talking. That black shining rectangle box has become our black hole. Therefore, I started putting my phone out of sight. When I have seen this, when my mind was even slightly resisting a task, I don't want to do this. It will look for more novel things to focus on. It will try to go to Twitter. It will try to go to WhatsApp. Okay. And that all comes in my smartphone. My smartphone is not supposed to distract me. It has to do what it really is meant for. That's it. Enough. So identify your distractors, eliminate them. This will improve your focus and subsequently your awareness. They are two different things. The inspired person doesn't work. It may look very different sort of a, very intriguing sort of a phrase. But what I am telling is, an inspired person loves his or her work. When I am saying his, it is gender unspecific, used grammatically as mankind. So please don't wrong me on this. It is rightly said that as soon as you start loving your job, you stop working. You start enjoying. It is fun then. Celebrations and vibrancy. Then after, all along. You won't be at a low then after. You won't get tired also. You must have seen hours together they go on working because they enjoy. Your approach, your walk, there is a spring which comes in your walk. Your face, its glow, all will completely change when you will enjoy your work. I am now going to share a music clip with you, where you see the musicians. See how they are enjoying. It is a master's orchestra. Still, every musician is enjoying. The atmosphere is electric. And whenever I have played this clip, the audience has a smile on the face. That smile is because they are enjoying the happiness of the musicians. Are they working? No, they are celebrating. I am now going to share of Winspired's mantra, which gives great satisfaction and happiness. It is in Gujarati, but I am spontaneously translating it into English. If my mind can remain calm in any trying situation, if I can laugh heartily and sleep peacefully, if I can feel hungry, if I can feel tired, and if I can feel thirsty, if I don't have any big disease or do not have any debt on my head, if I have my own house, one house, under the roof of which I am able to eat my meals with my family. If on a Sunday evening or any holiday evening, I can sit with one of my friends or many of my friends, my genuine personal friends, and pass the evening in fun and frolic, then thank you, God, you have given me much more than what I deserve. And if this remains till the last breath, then at the end I will say, oh, what a fun it was to live this life. One more characteristic I have seen of inspired people is they are very comfortable with stress. Till you are alive, there will be responsibilities. Till there are responsibilities, there will be duties. Till there are duties, there will be stress. It is not the stress, but how you handle that stress, which is important. Inspired people know this. Be comfortable with stress. Till you are alive, there will be stress, accept this. Stop worrying and start living. You have to pluck the stress out. This is what Mark Twain's words are. You have to burst the stress, and you will have to, like this, go within you and find out what is helping you in bursting the stress. Develop stress bursting mechanisms, both active and passive, and see how stress evaporates. One of them is being in here and now. There are other extraneous tools to burst your stress, like music, like meditation, like workouts, going to the gym, gardening, cooking. All these I have seen, one or in combination, are very effective. And everyone has his own stress bursting mechanism. You identify yours. Be comfortable with stress through stress bursting mechanisms. An inspired person knows that you can cure the darkness or you can light a candle.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you. My name is Nick Vujicic, and it's a pleasure to be with you. So I have no limbs, but I have my little chicken drumstick. And so it's like, you like that? That would be really cool if I could get this and get some techno going. Like, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's Winspired. A Winspired is not afraid to try new things because he knows that if you don't try, you'll never know. There is nothing wrong with making a mistake. We are humans. Mistakes are in fact very powerful way to learn and grow. Therefore, a Winspired always tries and tries till he succeeds.
कि लहरों से डरकर नौका पार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, चढ़ती दीवारों पर 100 बार फिसलती है। मन का विश्वास रगों में साहस भरता है, चढ़कर गिरना गिरकर चढ़ना ना अखरता है। आखिर उसकी मेहनत बेकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। डुबकियां सिंधु में गोताखोर लगाता है, डुबकियां सिंधु में गोताखोर लगाता है, जा जाकर खाली हाथ लौट कर आता है। मिलते नहीं सहज ही मोती गहरे पानी में, मिलते नहीं सहज ही मोती गहरे पानी में। मुट्ठी उसकी खाली हर बार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती। और अंतिम पद है कि असफलता एक चुनौती है, इसे स्वीकार करो। असफलता एक चुनौती है, इसे स्वीकार करो। क्या कमी रह गई देखो और सुधार करो। जब तक न सफल हो नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम, जब तक न सफल हो नींद चैन को त्यागो तुम। संघर्ष का मैदान छोड़कर मत भागो तुम, कुछ किए बिना ही जय जयकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार।
Therefore, of inspired always tries. I have seen one common characteristic of inspired people. They laugh and laugh heartily. See your response to this video clip. Did you laugh or you just smile? There's a reason to laugh. According to one study, the average 4-year-old laughs 300 times a day, while an average adult laughs about 15 times a day. With all the obligations, stresses, and activities that fill our day, we have forgotten the most valuable tool, laughter. You have to understand that we don't laugh because we are happy, but we are happy because we laugh. Laughter is a sure, short way to be more alive. Laughter is an instant vacation, as I have read somewhere. Laugh and you will feel completely detached. That's vacation. Most of the inspired people have been underestimated. So love to get underestimated. It is most inspired. Getting underestimated means the opposite person or institution thinks you can't do it. At that moment or in that phase, you will feel helpless and directionless. In fact, they will work hard to see that you feel so. But being patient, you can resolutely turn it around, and it generates the biggest resolve in you to fight that challenge. Result will be invariably beyond your imagination. Just see this. He hit a rough patch in his batting career. He failed repeatedly. He could not go past the 90s or so often, came back even at 95, 97. Was booed and ridiculed. I have seen him being booed and ridiculed in stadium because I love to watch matches live. He allowed his bat to do the talking with those who underestimate him. But today, this Winspired cricketer is accepted as one of the finest batsmen of all times. I am talking of him, you know, Sachin Tendulkar. A small boy, the fifth among 7 siblings of a poor father, was selling newspapers in a small village to earn his living. He was not exceptionally bright in school like you, but was fascinated by religion and by rockets. The first rocket that he built crashed. A missile that he built crashed multiple times. And he was made a butt of ridicule. He is the person who has scripted the space odyssey of India single-handedly. I am talking of this Maharshi, Professor Abdul Kalam. So love to get underestimated. It drives you to amazing results. This great book has many teachings, but one which the author Jonathan Haidt shares with us is you don't do good karma to become a good human being. You do good karma because you are a good human being. Very powerful statement. The person you will be in 5 years from now will depend on the book you read today, the people you spend time with today, the food you eat today, the habits you adopt today, and the conversations you will engage in today. As an inspired person, be careful of these and see the transformation in 5 years. Lastly, the inspired as a leader is most of the times the leader who has no title. Recently, getting acquainted to Adler's hypothesis in psychology, and he was one such person very few know of. You all know of Freud and Jung. Many of us don't know about Adler, but he has powerful theories which can be life-changing. And he and many Winspired people always tell this. Credit doesn't matter. People who are outstanding always get found out. The cream always rises to the top. The best ones always come to light. And the great ones amongst us are never held back. Credit doesn't matter. For once, try to be ordinary. They are always trying to be noticed, trying to be extraordinary. I like this. Everyone tells that I am not like everyone. Once try to be everyone and see how powerful that state is. It is not as easy as you think. We are programmed to be extraordinary right from our childhood. For once, try to be ordinary. And I enjoy because it spontaneously brings happiness, not being noticed, being taken as just ordinary. Being extraordinary has its trappings which can disturb your peace and happiness. Last, the Winspired knows the power of time. I had seen a very powerful film, Marathi film, Nata Samrat. In that, the main protagonist uses this word, now Kalacha Baksha. His name is the target, is the focus to be killed by time. Time is a humongous consumer of name. How many of us remember who was the president of India in 2005? In 2012? Or as a prime minister, who came first? Chandrasekhar ji or I.K. Gujral ji? Most of us have forgotten. Keen students may remember. But time just usurps name. But what lives on are small parts of you, which all who come in touch with you are going to take from you. Be careful of what they carry from you. I have seen this as a teacher. I have seen other teachers and their students. They may not pay respect to them, but they follow in a particular way. They carry out their surgeries. They approach the patients. They try to understand the subject. Their love and kindness comes from their teachers. They may not take their name, but this they are going to infect others with. It is going to multiply. If you are observed today as a doctor by someone who has come in your clinic as a patient, he will see your approach and he will take your behavior, your ideas to wherever he or she is and will try to implement in his life. And if he becomes a doctor, his child becomes a doctor, he follows it. Your name is nowhere. It will perish. You will die. I will die. But this idea gets infected and spreads and makes you immortal. Therefore, Swami Vivekananda said, don't aim for name or fame. They just don't matter. Live an inspired life and others will follow, and your life and your ideas shall become immortal. Have a great, inspired life.